The legend of Alfheim, a forgotten kingdom. In a remote corner of Norse mythology, far from epic battles and the glories of the gods, lies a kingdom shrouded in mystery and beauty, Alfheim, the home of the Light Elves. Few dare to speak of this world, as its existence is often overshadowed by the grandeur of Asgard and the shadows of Niflheim. However, those who know the legends understand that Alfheim is a place where nature and magic intertwine inseparably, where every leaf and every whisper of the breeze carries stories from a time when elves and humans coexisted in harmony. The Radiant Kingdom. Alfheim was not just a physical space, but a dimension of ethereal splendor, a land of immortal forests and rivers that gleamed like silver under the soft sunlight. In this kingdom, trees grew so tall that their branches seemed to touch the sky, and flowers of impossible colors bloomed in profusion, creating a vibrant carpet that defied the logic of the mortal world. The air was filled with a sweet, enveloping fragrance, a constant reminder of the magic that permeated every corner. The inhabitants of Alfheim, the Light Elves, were creatures of such transcendent beauty that they defied mortality itself. With skin that seemed to glow under the moonlight and eyes that reflected the depths of the cosmos, they were beings of ancient wisdom, endowed with magical abilities that could heal, protect, and, in some cases, destroy. Their lives were a reflection of natural harmony. They were the guardians of the earth's secrets, fervently defending the beauty and purity that surrounded their home. The Lord of Alfheim. At the heart of this magical kingdom was Freyr, a god of immense influence and power. He not only ruled Alfheim but also symbolized the fertility and prosperity that permeated the lives of the elves. With a generous heart, Freyr maintained a strong bond with his people, ensuring that peace and beauty flourished in every corner of his realm. The celebrations in his honor were moments of deep reverence and joy, where elves danced and sang under the moonlight, reinforcing their ties to nature. Freyr, besides being a ruler, was also associated with agriculture and harvest, reflecting the interconnectedness between the realm of elves and the human world. His presence served as a constant reminder of the importance of land and fertility, a bond that united both elves and humans in a cycle of respect and reverence for nature. However, behind this facade of tranquility, a growing tension loomed. The rivalry with the Shadow Elves, who inhabited an opposite realm steeped in darkness and despair, threatened the fragile peace of Alfheim. These elves, known as Dökkalfar, were considered more cunning and treacherous, often associated with deceit and conflict. The echoes of this rivalry were felt in every corner, a constant reminder that harmony was a precious asset, often put at risk by ambitions and misunderstandings. Interaction with humans. Humans, fascinated by the idea of a world where magic was palpable, often sought Alfheim, drawn by the promise of transcendent experiences. In the past, there were accounts of encounters between humans and elves, where the former, seduced by the beauty of the elves, offered gifts in exchange for wisdom or protection. However, this interaction did not always end well. Those who crossed the border into this enchanted realm often did not return, or came back changed, marked by the beauty and pain they encountered. Over time, many humans learned to respect the boundaries of Alfheim, fearing the consequences of transgressing the rules of the realm. The encounter that changed everything. Once, a young woman named Astrid, whose curiosity drove her to seek the secrets of Alfheim, decided she should explore this mythical realm. Driven by legends of elves who could grant wisdom and power, she set off on a journey that would confront both the beauty and complexity of a world beyond her understanding. Upon finally finding the entrance to the realm, Astrid was greeted by a vision that defied logic. The elves danced under the moonlight, their laughter echoing like music in the trees. However, what seemed like an enchanted dream concealed the complexities of a conflicted reality. As she delved deeper into this world, Astrid realized that the beauty of Alfheim was not just a manifestation of light, but a tapestry woven with the threads of its tensions, rivalries, and sacrifices. The wisdom of Arion. When she met Arion, an elf of incomparable beauty, Astrid began to understand the true essence of Alfheim. Arion, with his magical aura and deep knowledge of the cycles of nature, guided her through the realm. He told her about the responsibilities of the elves, the need to protect the land, and the importance of maintaining peace between the worlds. Through their conversations, Astrid learned about the ancient traditions of the elves, their songs that spoke of the seasons, and their practices that respected the spirits of nature. As they explored the forests and mountains of Alfheim, Astrid also became aware of the fragility of that balance. The rivalry with the Shadow Elves was not just a matter of power, but a struggle for the preservation of what was sacred. The stories of betrayals and alliances were reminders of a past that still resonated in the trees and waters. The final choice. As the relationship between Astrid and Arion deepened, the young woman found herself torn between two worlds. Every choice she made could resonate in both, and the tension between the light of Alfheim and the shadows of rivalries became palpable. Astrid's presence in Alfheim did not go unnoticed, the echoes of rivalry with the Shadow Elves intensified, and she became a crucial piece in this game. Over time, Astrid realized that the true magic of Alfheim did not lie solely in its beauty, but in the responsibility everyone had to protect the harmony that existed there. Confronting the reality that her world and the elves were irrevocably intertwined, she made a courageous choice. Instead of remaining in Alfheim and losing herself in the beauty that surrounded her, she opted to return to the human world, carrying with her the wisdom acquired and a renewed commitment to respect nature and its creatures. The legacy of Alfheim. Astrid's journey was not just a tale of discovery but a legacy. By sharing her experiences, she became a defender of nature, inspiring others to respect the worlds that coexisted around them. The legend of Alfheim continued to live on, not just in the stories told, but in the actions of those who, like Astrid, sought harmony between the realms. Thus, as the stars shone above, the songs of the elves could still be heard, echoing through time, whispering eternal truths to all who were willing to listen. In every breath of wind and in every shadow of the forest, the legacy of Alfheim remained alive, a testament to the beauty, respect, and magic that exists when one seeks harmony between the worlds.
In a hidden realm where the light never fades, Alfheim sings softly in the forest glades. Crystal rivers flowing under silver skies. Elves of the light with wisdom in their eyes. Freya stands watchful with a heart full of grace, nurturing the land where magic finds its place. In every flower blooming, in every gentle breeze, the whispers of the ancients drift through the trees. Echoes of Alfheim calling from the past, where the bonds of nature hold us steadfast. In the dance of shadows we find the way, together we'll rise in the light of day. But darkness looms near with the dark Alfar's plight, a rivalry brewing in the depth of night. Astrid, the brave heart, sees the truth untold in the tapestry of worlds the fate unfolds. Guided by Arion, with a glow so bright, through valleys and mountains they chase the light. Each step a reminder of the balance they must keep in the heart of Alfheim, where secrets lie deep. Echoes of Alfheim calling from the past, where the bonds of nature hold us steadfast. In the dance of shadows we find the way, together we'll rise in the light of day. Darkness looms near with the dark Alfar's plight, a rivalry brewing in the depth of night. In the dance of shadows we find the way, together we'll rise in the light of day. A legacy of hope, a choice to protect, to honor the beauty